Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 part number 29. On the last video from part number 28 to have a good excellent pickup truck event on America to collect three kinds of four-wheel cars like the Ford GT 2006, Focus 2018, and a 2011 Ford F-150 Raptor is already acquired to be on the menu book to be specified. But luckily, I've always been well enjoyed to be using with a Ford F-150 Raptor 2011 with my brand new UDRS Insportec variation ever since from the Nations Cup in Test Season 2. So now, this is going to be the perfect time to go into the GT Cafe after number 26 for a collection on one of the two American brand to be unlisted. So here comes number 27, you guys. Chevrolet Corvette is now on the main course for today's menu, viewers. First ever reward to have a roulette ticket, as always, to have three kinds of Corvette generation models like the C7 2014, third generation from 1969 as a convertible version, and also to have a very good fourth generation Corvette CR1 1989 is now also to be featured to have three cars to be on the main menu. But looks like I got two of them is already acquired, and that means only one more to be needed to have a good collection before this course is going to be well complete. This time around, you'll be collecting Chevrolets. You may know that Chevrolet produced famous sports cars such as the Corvette and the Camaro. These three cars are all example of Chevrolet's famous sports car. Collect them, then come back and see me. Sign me up, Luca. Looks like I'm about to have three Corvettes. We'll be on the way to have a very good, excellent Clubman Cup. It's going to be a 700 to be in the American edition. But this time, I'll have to grab my C4 version as I currently use before a preparation to take on for the first event. I'm so very happy about this video, you guys. For all my life, all I've been digging up is Corvette is giving some good differences about history, just like Ford has been spent by over 120 years of history in automotive culture. Now, just gonna have to go all in to be on the preparation to do some install parts. Gonna have to do some increased displacement on the bore up. 55,000 credits is gonna be doing well to be on the increased engine displacement to have a very good usage. Gonna have to install this part here. High lip camshaft. Give more punch to high RPM performance. Gonna have to put up with a racing crankshaft. It's gonna have to go increase for the peak of power. Racing category, stroke up and go up higher to be on the range performance point will be at 660. Gonna have to install the engine balance tuning, and last but not least, polish port will be increased the torque by reducing resistance in the intake and exhaust. That should be quite good enough to have this puppy to be well increased, so it might be quite very good to be on the bore up. It's also to be used at 5,500 credits. But not to mention, because different car parts to be well needed to have some good eligibility to do some well increased performance. Now let's go and take on weight reduction to be on the stage. Just gonna have to do some short errands before ready to start out to be in American Clubman Cup 700 events. So I have to go with stage number 2. And here comes stage number 3 to be at 701.5. There you go. Looks like it's all set and good to go for my 4th generation Corvette with a Grand Sport variation with a UDRS Insportec livery since I have uploaded on my video. Now, let's just gonna have to give a very good customization. It's gonna be well used to have some differences between the wide body and also to have a very good exact replica to be giving a good similarity just like the race modification version from Gran Turismo 1 and Gran Turismo 2. Just gonna install it on the front. Sides is gonna be on the Type A. Go with Type B. And also to have a very good wing spoiler to become a very good, excellent, popular base. Gonna have to go with different racing style, viewers. My 4th generation Corvette with an Insportec livery could probably might have to do some well-designed modifications. Okay, super cool is all good. Gonna have to change the caliper from red to blue. Maybe I'll make sure I have to create for having a new set. But thank goodness I just barely took a few minutes to be working on with some decals to be well put up with some updates. But not to worry, viewers, I'll have to go in and do some management to do some scratches. But I know every precision is going to be every spot. Over 60 years for the Chevrolet Corvette to have 8 generation models, from 1953 to be as the 1st generation Corvette to be as a roadster, until moving on to have the 2nd generation becomes a muscle car to be titled as the Stingray. Moving on in 3rd generation to have the same muscle car to have a different look, before moving on to have the 4th generation to have a coupe version with a CR1 badge title, until entering in the millennium in 2000 to have the 5th generation Corvette to be titled as the CO6. Currently to move forward onto 2005 to 2013, 6th generation comes in to have a CR1 title along with a CO6 version as well. But also to have a return moment to have the 7th generation in 2014 through 2019, the Stingray returns to have a very good, excellent comeback since the 2nd and 3rd generation, until currently to move on to have the C8 version is now also to have a mid-engine layout after 7th generation was used to be as a FR layout. Especially for a different version of the Corvette known as the Grand Sport. That is very popular since the 4th generation is now also to be debuted from Gran Turismo 1. But however, there is also to have the same title on the 2nd generation Corvette to have an excellent muscle car to have a nice different style, just like the Corvette Stingray concept made in 1959. Other kinds of Corvette concept cars are also to be shown on images in Wikipedia, so you could probably have to check it out. This might have a very good, excellent history information about Corvettes to have the 1st generation through the 8th to have some different performance in different drivetrains. From the FR to the MR, we'll be having some new updated versions to have some year model by the timeline. Along with motorsport, every generation models of Corvette is now also to be having some competition to be on current series, such as the FIA World Endurance Championship and IMSA Sports Car Championship. But also to be mentioned to have some former series that Corvette have ever compete is American Le Mans Series and Rolex Sports Car Series. For the 5th through the 8th generation of the Corvette from GT1 to GTE racing category class. I'll have to speed this clip up, you guys. Okay, viewers, I'm just gonna have to do a little time lapse to do some editing for having a new exist style on my current variant. But just gonna have to add a Chevrolet dealership music theme from Gran Turismo 1. We might have to give a little bit much less time to be on the fourth time. We'll have to go quicker and faster before having the perfect moment on part number 29 is all about having Chevy Corvettes to collect 3 of them to take on in American Clubman Cup 700 events is going to be located in American racing circuits such as Daytona Road Course, Special Stage Route X, and WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca. Will be having 3 rounds as always. But kind of look a bit, I could probably have to choose 3 different kinds of Corvette road cars we'll be using for this event. So I could probably have to start out with a 4th generation Corvette CR1 1989 is also to be labeled as a pre-production model. Just like the Mitsubishi GTO Twin Turbo 1991 is a very good active wing spoiler. However, just like the 1990 equivalent and the 95 version, along with the 96 Coupe and the Grand Sport variant, but of course, several Gran Turismo players really love about the Grand Sport variant because it's very popular for every Gran Turismo games. So now, let's head out into the world circuits to go to American racing tracks to get started out to have 3 events will be labeled to be on the compass highlight. Okay, looks like there's the 3rd generation Corvette. 4th generation Corvette is now gonna be at Daytona. Alright, so I guess just gonna have to start out on race number 1 to be at Special Stage Route X for only a single lap to get the 2014 Corvette Stingray is now also to be rewarded in 3rd place or higher. Now for this event intro. It's a medal against medal in this battle against the strongest, fastest American sports car of the 7PP class. Alright, looks like this is going to be a very good, excellent, long distance straightaway to have 2 turns. Just like test course to be in Mega Speed Cup from Gran Turismo 1. But also to have main rival cars will be featured to have some different custom parts as well. So I have to go in to do some best hypercar will be usable to be put up to be as a coupe version of the 2019 Corvette C7 CR1 will be at the go. But good thing I just put up with some good exact research, just like my convertible version from the Crew 2 to be well used to be in the test run. Alright, let's go fast in Route X. Here I go. 700 Clubman Cup is about to go in. I'm so very pumped up, you guys. Clearly, this is also to become the most bestest racetrack in Gran Turismo to do some drag race. Drag racing is all about to do some excellent speed and perfection to be on the excellent straightaway, to be on the road surface, to be on the flat area. But also to be, however, it also has a lip bridge as you may ever seen from Gran Turismo 5, Gran Turismo 6, Gran Turismo Sport, and GT7. Alright, now let's just gonna have to go for a quick preparation after having 2 drivers to be on the interaction. Here's Tapai and Wilk is here. Hello, my name's Adam Tapai. I love Mustangs, and I come all the way from Hungary to compete in this race. If only every race was for Mustangs. You don't stand a chance in today's race if your car doesn't have enough power. It's also crucial that you use the slipstream of the cars in front of you to reduce wind resistance. Very good, excellent to be on the wind resistance whenever it comes in to do some slipstream. Good to see you on board, Tapai. Now, looks like Adam Wilk is here. My dad and older brother are big Gran Turismo fans as well. We always form smashing each other's lap records. the experience I gained from this fundamental to how I race today. Sounds very good, Wilk. Big fans of Gran Turismo. More like having some good, excellent moments to be racing around on different racetrack, including Route X. Now, let's see how the preparations is going to be well default to be on the hypercar discipline on my 2019 Corvette CR1 is going to be on a supercharger. The engine model is an LT3 Corvette C7. 754 horsepower is a very good, excellent max speed. Weight is going to be at 3,560 pounds. Okay, looks like time to go fast without any installed parts. If I could probably have to go for the range of performance point base. But anyway, I'll make sure that my hypercar discipline is a very good hardtop version, just like the convertible version from the Crew 2. So let's do this. Race number 1 goes on to hit the high gear to be at the straightaway. Okay, looks like always having a very good piece of cake, you guys. We know about this track, and best place to be on the hypercar to do some drag race. No need to have nitro, but average speed is the answer. Alright, Adam Wilk is in position 6 by the overtake. Now 4 cars left remaining to be standing around on the grid. Okay, looks like the 2002 Dodge Raptor GTS is doing great to have some different look. Tapide is in 5th place. And here comes Igor Fraga in position number 2, followed by Daniel Soares is in number 1 with a fully customized tuned Dodge Raptor GTS in the red color with white stripes. Gonna have to stay on track on top of them because they are gunning right in to be in the lane distance to be passed by in over 7,000 meters. Gonna have to keep build up and gonna have to go in, stay on the middle section. Igor Fraga takes the right side. But I bet he's currently using the Chevy Corvette. I could probably have to see it in a far distance. In about 1 second up ahead in the range of the gap before passing up on to 10,000 meters. But I'm still good to be using with the sports medium compound tires, but it will be much perfection to see how the faster for the 7th generation Corvette CR1 might be quite come in handy. Unlike the 2009 C6 version is a very good, excellent, popular in America to be nicknamed the Blue Devil. Okay, there he is right now. I bet he's using the 7th generation Corvette, which is the Stingray title. Gonna have to go and kick up onto the slipstream after taking turn 1 and 2. Coming in on the 2nd straightaway to have a good, excellent pace. It's all about build up your speed when racing in special stage Route X. It's all about practicing just like sport mode, and also to be in the online lobby to do some free mode activities. But only just having a single race is going to be a very good fun moment. And the C7 CR1 takes the lead by the overtake at the Stingray version. Feels good out there in Route X, you guys. But clearly, perfect time to have a good speed of progression to do some farming work to build up with some high currency credits. Just like Gran Turismo Sport, but differently in GT7. Nice strategy, but not yet over because currently to be on sector number 5 to be continueless to be in the 2nd straightaway. But I'll make sure I'll have to catch up and go for the increased slipstream. We'll do some battling. Let's hit the tunnels and turn the headlights on automatically. But I'll make sure the radar will be keeping surveillance if Igor Fraga could probably have to go for a different approach. Gonna have to go defense, and Fraga takes the offense. Okay, looks like he's going in. Gonna have to defend my position before moving on in turn number 3 and 4. Okay, here comes the final sector. Gonna have to stay on track. Going in, take the right corner to be on the middle section to take the inside. Okay, looks like Igor Fraga is catching up onto my current position in about 0.6 seconds. 5 minutes since the start of the race, but it's only one lap only to be in this good part of the event. Okay, he's coming back. Looks like he is pumping up and wait for the moment. Successfully by the ongoing. Wow, I'm so very hyped up about having first place. Won't do any chances, but no drama, no problem. And also to have clean race to be end up in first place before currently to have a good spotlight to be on the replay. Good race, folks. That was a very good, absolutely race complete in the first round. Total lap time in lap number 1 is 5 minutes 29.806 seconds to be on the same total time amount. Very good, excellent, and we got some good opponents to have some different liveries and custom parts to be installed. But not to mention to have 2 4th generation Corvettes to be well resemblance to be as race modification version. Alright, looks like clean race bonus is complete to be at 22,500 credits. But almost to be halfway there by having a daily workout complete for only a day. Alright, looks like competition yellow on the 7th generation Corvette is complete to be specified in the menu book and registered to the car index. But good thing I just got 2 Corvettes earlier to be purchased from the used car dealership on the 4th generation and also to be received as a prize car to be well used to be doing the championship event. So I probably might need a good action moment to be on the replay. Just gonna have to give me one moment. Wait for the spotlight to have a good place to start. Camera to be zoomed in to see my C7 Corvette. There you go. Thumbnail image captured and perfect moment to be saved a replay later on. This race isn't over yet until the beautiful lady sings, you guys. I know the drill. Just gonna have to keep on racing to stay clean on different track. For instance, to see how 3 collections of Chevy Corvettes to be well used to be on the used car dealership, legend car dealership, and also to be on the Brand Central. But not to mention because there are 2 more events to go to be rewarded to have some different Corvettes. So let's go to Laguna Seca for race number 2 in American Clubman Cup 700 to get the 3rd generation Corvette Stingray in 3rd place or higher. The C7 CR1 is finished. Now let's hop on board to get my UDRS Insportec to be as a street racing version from the Crew 2. Difference is to have 2 Corvette CR1 from the C6 and C7 from 2009 to 2019 to be celebrated since the 10th anniversary for this car. And also to have a brand new version to be as a 2019 model to have 2 different variations like the convertible and a track focused road car is going to be well put up to be on 2 differences. But it's going to be doing much excellent to have my kind of a good jam moment on this video. It's going to have to do some different generations of Corvettes. So here we are again, Laguna Seca to have 5 laps will go underway. Now we got some good interactions with only 3 GT players to be well known. Let's give some interactions with Raga. I've come to the US with my father in order to race. My father is an engineer and he used to be a racing driver. Naturally, he's the one who taught me the fundamentals of driving. I deeply respect him for that. Sounds good, Igor Fraga. Your father wants you to be very proud of you. Now for Rigodalo is here to be welcome on board. Hola, I'm Alonso Rigodado. Nice to meet you. I'm from Peru in South America. It's a country that's probably most famous for the Nakasa lines. Gran Turismo is what first got me into cars. But I'm sure that can be said of a lot of people. My favorite car is a Dodge Viper. Sounds good, Alonso. I know you love Dodge Viper because I really love Dodge Viper as well. Now for Daniel Soares is here to be on race number 2 to be in the grid. I drove a Dodge Viper at Laguna Seca in International A6 license test. Taking that test a good way of mastering that corkscrew corner. Sure thing, Daniel. I'll make sure we look forward to take on an International A license after the event is complete. I almost forgot to do some settings on the C6 Corvette CR1 ever since to be tested to be on the Clubman Cup Plus edition for my free time. So let's go and put up with a new setting sheets to be well organized. Put up to be on the soft compound sports tire will be quite very good and well capable before taking on with Igor Fraga. Install the LSD to be fully customized. ECU has to be put up as well. Restrictor and output is good to go by 100%. Check the measurement to be on the main outcome. So what else if I could probably might need to do some tuning? Okay, looks like it's all good to go. Sorry for the long wait. I just gonna have to put up a new clip before doing race number 2 will be at the go. So let's get on board and take 5 laps around in Laguna Seca to be well driven to be on my C6 Corvette CR1 with my very good, excellent updated version on the UDRS Insportec livery. But stronger and powerful, so I have to drive carefully. Okay, go and push up the pace. Take turn number 2 to be on the Andretti corner. Sector 2 is on the way, gonna have to go right in onto turn 3. There we go. 4th generation Corvette CR1 is almost to be look like as a race modification version from Gran Turismo 1 and 2. Adam Wick is been overtaken by me to be in the 2015 Ford Mustang GT to have his very own different look on the livery and a different tuning version with a base color. Gonna have to go and take on the corkscrew. This technique is doing much hard work and better to be on the differences from every Gran Turismo games. Okay, Kanjal in the 2017 Camaro SS, but also to be as a 2016 model by giving a good guess. Final turn on the way. Let's keep up on the sensitivity to be on the torque. Looks like Alonso is doing a good job to be in position number 5. So let's go in there and take turn 1. and take the inside of the apex. I've always loved this Corvette ever since playing in the Crew 2, but clearly it's very popular for Gran Turismo 5 and Gran Turismo 6. It's going to be doing much awesome to be well put up with an excellent horsepower by around 650 horsepower to be well adjusted to be speed up ever since from Gran Turismo PlayStation Portable back in 2009. But however, this car is a very good, excellent reunion to be on Laguna Seca. Is going to be the very good best since PSP versus real life. Well, of course, a passenger who plays a PlayStation Portable to be promoting for the Gran Turismo PSP is doing an excellent, very excellent, and also to have the driver to master every corners in Laguna Seca while the passenger plays on the PSP. But it also brings some good nostalgia moments to be on every Gran Turismo commercial. Oh boy, looks like the Ford GT40 Mark I 1966. This looks very good and different look on the paint job. Lap number 3 on the halfway mark, viewers. Getting closer to Eco Fraca in the 7th generation Corvette Stingray is in position number 2. Oh man. That was so close. And quick regain recovery. Just like the Renault R5 Turbo ever since from the Sunday Cup Classic. But deja vu, different ways to have different rail car to be well performed to be on any disciplines. That's the ticket I go. Move on in position number 2. Well, that was a close call on turn 1. So let's go and catch up as in the Dodge Viper GTS 2002 with the red color. Very good, excellent technique to be on the corkscrew to do some practice. Alright, looks like the sun is about to go for having a sunset. Take that last turn and go for the increased RPM by having a good peak of performance. Lap number 4, here I go and catch up to Daniel in the Dodge Viper with a red color with white stripes. Just like Alonso in the blue with white stripes is a very definition to have some similarities to be well fitted to have some different custom parts. But his Dodge Viper might be very good to have a different kind of a custom parts to be well fully adjusted to be on the tuning work. Ever since from the Trial Mountain Cup on every 2 rounds in forward and reverse direction. But there he is right now. Number 1 in the lead to have a very good, awesome racing style, just like the GTSR version from Gran Turismo 1, 2, 3, A-Specs, and other racing games such as 4, 5, and 6. First place and go for the headlights will be turned on automatically. There you go. Just gonna have to go smoothly in when taking first place. Won't do any interruptions to be on the handling. Go calm and passion after spending some attempted to do some aggressive. Let's go and move forward to the final lap. Okay, very good, and take on turn 1 and 2 at the Andrade corner. For some people who also just really know about turn 1 and 2 to be known as the Andretti corner to be well performed to be as a good iconic heritage, try watching IMSA on its YouTube channel. They also race at Laguna Seca to take part in different race series to be as a very good, excellent multi-class event to be on race car to be on the GT4 class. But it's a very good, excellent name up the corner in Laguna Seca. It's going to be a very good, proud moment to be racing around to be some different kinds of race cars to be around on every race series in IMSA. I could probably have to like on every content videos channel because all these best moments to be in GT4 and other racing car classes to be well participate on this track. Just gonna have to move forward and take on to the final turn to have a first place podium finish for my C6 Corvette CR1 2009. Not today. Just gonna have to go past it smoothly to take the checker flag. Alright, looks like my sweet beauty Corvette takes the podium, you guys. Number 15, always well achieved from street racing to a very good track-only competition with some good livery designs with decals in it. But I'll make sure I'll have to go again to have a very good different look on the tuner style. That's how Pan American Championship will be coming up soon after fitting a wide body modification. Fastest lap time in lap number 2 to take a minute 35.319 seconds in a total time of 8 minutes with a decimal of 201 seconds. Great job, well done to have race number 2 to get the C3 convertible version of the Chevrolet Corvette in the 1969 model. 45,000 credits to be well earned and keep build up to have some currency to get up on to 2 million credits again after spending 800,000 credits to get the Alfa Romeo touring car is a very good Group 4 car to be well fitted to be on the car index. And there it is once again. Le Mans Blue Metallic on the Corvette convertible C3 1969 to be specified in the menu book. Corvette to go, and next up Daytona Road Course to get the C4 generation Corvette in the 1989 model. Now, I'm just gonna have to do a replay to have a very good, excellent action moment to have a thumbnail needed. I almost forgot about turn 1 to be at the Andretti corner is a very good, excellent position spot. There you go, thumbnail image, and also to have the Ford Mustang to be in a small amount of photobombing. Just be patient, you guys. I'll make sure I have to capture this good image. And there you go. Thumbnail image captured. Thank you for your patience, and this replay is very good for me. I like it. I very like this good thumbnail to have a perfect moment. After using the C7 Corvette CR1 and the C6 version is going to be doing correctly to be well capable to be challenging. So now for race number 3 in American Clubman Cup 700 to get 3rd place or higher, 4th generation Corvette CR1 is now also to be rewarded as a prize card to be specified in the menu book. 4 laps is going to be the perfect place to be on Daytona International Speedway in the road course section is very challenging for every American cars. Now, let's just gonna have to get ready to have my 4th generation Corvette CR1 with the UDRS Insportec livery to have a very good custom parts to be installed without a wide car modification. I've been waiting for this moment ever since making a UDRS Insportec livery like forever, until doing the first debut to be on race number 3 as the final round in the Clubman Cup 700 edition in America. Gonna have to make sure to stretch myself out and go prepared to have a nice, good morning time condition is about to go on. Alright, looks like Soros Kachao is here on the interaction. I'm going to compete in a tune-up Viper. On this track, the first corner is on the bank section, which make entering quite tricky. If you turn the steering wheel too much, your car might start to rotate and you might not be able to prevent the spin. Try to minimize your steering as much as possible and be sure to brake only when moving in a straight line. Gotta check Daniel Soros. I'll make sure, I'll do my best and take the inside in turn number 1. Okay, Kajal for the interaction. What I love about Gran Turismo is how international it is. Take this race for example. There are drivers competing from all over the world. Everybody knows a very good international sim racing game to take part in the World Tour. So let's just gonna have to do some settings to do some good preparations to do some install parts. Okay, bodywork on stage number 1 and 3 is installed. Engine tuning to be on the bore ups, stroke up, engine balance, polish port, high lip camshaft, and also to be on the racing crankshaft is gonna be well put up to be on the maximum by over 700 performance points. Just gonna have to check the measurement again and stay at it. I'll make sure that the muffler will have to stay on normal because different kinds of muffler exhaust might be quite similar to be on the street, semi-racing, and pro racing category is going to be well differences by the sound of the engine. Now let's go and take on for the final race in the road course section of Daytona. I'm so very proud to have this good interior view is all race ready to go. Gonna have to go right in to take turn 1. Cornering successful and stay on the RPM range and keep a good pedal to the metal. Okay, second gear, I go and take on the horseshoe to be on the west. Sector 1 clear, just gonna have to stay handling on the next turn to be proceed to be on the west side after the international. Okay, stay on track. 2018 Ford Focus RS is in 10th place. Just gonna have to keep this good old dog together and go out onto the exit to be at the Speedway section before A. Felix in a very good replica to be as a race modification version. Differences to be as a very good variation in Gran Turismo 7. So let's go and take on the bus stop to be at the chicane. Go right in and wait for the moment to be on the inside overtake on Alonso's blue Dodge Viper is now in 7th place. Tapai in the Ford Mustang is been overtake. A Kajal in the 2016 Camaro SS along with Adam Wick in the Ford Mustang. Alright, Let's master the 4th generation Corvette until I could probably have to get the 3rd 4th generation Corvette to be added to my collection. But also to be well visited from the used car dealership to purchase with the same car to be well fitted to be as a road car to be colored in black. But it is very cool to have one of the kind Corvette colors to be as a 1989 road car before currently on to 1996. Gonna have to drive carefully and go catch up to Daniel Soros in position number 2. West Horseshoe cleared. Okay, very good. Turn number 6 is cleared to go out onto the Speedway section on turn 7. Keep up the maintained pace. Alright, looks like it's going to get much excellent to be on the sunset before nighttime comes. Okay, slow down. Now let's catch up to Igor Fraka in first place with his 2014 7th generation Corvette. Okay, let's go and take the outside cornering by the overtake. UDRS Insportec Grand Sport Corvette is in the lead before moving on in lap number 3 to be checked in halfway mark. We'll go progression time. Okay, obviously so close to have turn 1 is going to get much quicker to be on the close call effort. But I'll make sure to save a replay after this before doing an alternate. I'll have to leave it to myself because this Corvette could probably have to do some more practice on Daytona. Okay, stay on it. Slow down to be on the West Horseshoe to take a good hairpin. So this look of the interior view to be debuted on the 4th generation Corvette to be on the first time in the Gran Turismo series. Just to be as a standard car from the 1990 version of the CR1 4th generation Corvette might be also to be used as a simplified interior, just like the rest of the standard cars from Gran Turismo 5 and Gran Turismo 6. But it's going to be a very good, excellent, classic state-of-the-art tech to be well used to be as a 1989 pre-production prototype, just like the 2014 Corvette Stingray Racer concept. So now just gonna have to go right over to be on the main progression on to turn number 11 to 12. Final sector I go before lap number 3 at the end. But this interior view is a very good retro world car from the late 1980s. Here comes the final lap and go for the best limits. Just gonna have to stay steady and go on to the full lineup. We'll be at the good turn. Fastest lap time I took on lap number 2, 1 minute 54.098 seconds. It's gonna get much trip to be on the instant. Going normal, going maintain on the pace, and going faster to take a higher lead. Okay, let's go in there and take the turn 6 by the exit. But I'll make sure I have to go faster to improve my lap time, folks. Okay, stay on it. straightaway to be cleared onto the next sector before doing the bus stop. Okay, 1 minute, 31 seconds to be moved on to be in the final sector. Gonna have to keep my eyes on the time for only 10 seconds. And here it comes. Checker flag is successful for Team UTRS Insportec in American Clubman Cup 700. Now that's competition, you guys. Now that's an absolutely Corvette competition to take the podium. I'm so very thrilled to have 3 Corvettes. Is a very good different year model by generation in this video segment, folks. And here comes the main outcome to be on the fastest lap in lap number 4. A minute 50.338 seconds in a total time of 7 minutes 37.335 seconds. I'm so very loved to have Corvettes is going faster and well achieved. But also to be having one further chances to be on a clean race to have 30,000 credits will be on the result outcome. But it was alright. But I'll make sure to drive carefully on turn 1 in Daytona road course. Is a very tricky corner situation to take on for the higher pace. So now, the third Corvette to be having a red color to be specified in the menu book and already registered to be on the car index. Halfway there, 50% remaining to get up on to 650 points remaining. But also to have 645 points left remaining until going up to be at car collector level 29. Now, one more replay to be on the moment. Just gonna have to take a good look around and do a 10-second time. Okay, there you go. Looks like this thumbnail image might be quite good enough. Exit out, save a replay for only one more time for this event on the segment. Alright, since I have 3 Corvettes is already in the garage, let's go back to the GT Cafe to have a good photo picture perfect on 3 differences on every generations of the Chevrolet Corvette. Is gonna be quite turns out to become much beautiful, just like the Ford at Laguna Seca to have some good photoscapes. Let's have a good excellent look on the picture with 3 Corvettes. American Proud Perfect. Chevrolet Corvette collection complete. Congratulations, you got all 3 cars. This completes your Chevrolet collection. Once you collect your rewards, I got some stories to tell you about these cars. Okay, Luca. Looks like this is gonna be a Corvette story to have 3 generation model is gonna be a perfect moment. Now, looks like Luca will might have a good excellent Corvette story about these kinds of generation to be on menu book number 27. All about Chevy heritage along with Ford for having a good history. Chevrolet's Corvette and Camaro are considered to be 2 of the most quintessential American sports cars in history. The Chevrolet brand was established in 1911. Named after one of its founders, Louis Chevrolet. The first car it produced was the Classic 6, a large vehicle with an inline-6 engine. Its most famous models is the 2-seat sports car called the Corvette. the first generation Corvette was unveiled in 1953. And new Corvettes are still being produced today, cementing the car's place as an icon of American motoring. That's so amazing about these kinds of history moments in Chevrolet about the first Corvette was invented and unveiled in 1953. That's how the first generation Corvette should probably might need it in Gran Turismo 7 for the next update in the future. So now, it's gonna get much excellent to be on the short errand in menu book number 28. Get a wide body American car. But I got it covered up and good to go for having a good excellent preparation for a 7 championship event to be on Pan American Championship. So, looks like it's time to get ready to wrap this up before at the end of the video. But it was a lot of fun out there to have 3 rounds in American Clubman Cup 700, to have 3 Corvettes, to have my very own design variation is going to be a lot of awesome moments. But clearly for every kinds of American road cars could be welcome at any time, because you guys can also have to do your own kind of a favorite American car if you like to go. So now, let's get ready to use a 4-star roulette ticket. We'll be at the go. Let's receive this gift to see which prize should I get. It's gonna be an RX-7 or a BMW M4 safety car. Well, I guess I knew it. It always happens every time. 10,000 Gran Turismo credits. I'll make sure I'll have to get a car or a different new engine will be compatible to be on the next day, will be at the next time moment. So let's see, just gonna have to go with different road cars to be on the wide body modifications. Just gonna have to go for only one differences is gonna be doing perfectly. Just let me think. I know. I think I have a perfect idea that might be a very good choice to see which American road car should I go with. I almost forgot about it. I could probably currently to go with a 4th generation Corvette CR1 that I have always used to be currently. Let's go to the GT Auto and have a very good excellent wide body modification for only 25,000 credits. So I'll make sure to get all the parts will be reinstalled after the wide body modification is finished. So this makes a very good excellent match perfect. So let's fit up and go for some preparation. Is going to be perfectly before doing the 7th championship. We'll be ready to go for the next day after Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup before tomorrow. Alright, looks like it's good to go, but I'll make sure to have a one quick errand before the next day. After this is going to have to do much perfectly at this time, viewers. But wide body modification is so amazing to have different liveries will be put up as well. So I'll have to make sure to be patient to have a good applying will be updated onto my current design and a current car to be put up. Okay, looks like today is May 14, and that means tomorrow is going to be the first round in the 2022 series of the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup. But I'll make sure I'll be willing to look forward to sign up before taking on in the first round. Wish me luck, you guys. I'll have to do my best and go focus to be on the top 3 position. If I could probably have to take first place, we'll be onto the podium. but it's going to get much harder and challenging with some several GT players who are looking forward to take on in this good, excellent event. Thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7, you guys. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.